The female CEO was shocked to discover that the aunt in the nursing home was using a Rolls-Royce to dry sweet potatoes. After entering, this aunt casually handed her a gift, which turned out to be an exquisite imperial green jade bracelet. The female CEO was extremely astonished. She couldn't understand how this nursing home could be so wealthy. How could it be so extravagant? At that moment, an elderly man walked in through the door. This was Mr. Joe, the companion the CEO had found for herself. This nursing home was where Mr. Joe had chosen to live out his retirement. But when the CEO first met her companion, he was driving an old car and picking up trash on the street. If it weren't for trying to escape the suitor who had seriously disrupted her life, she wouldn't have impulsively married a trash collector. The aunt also saw Mr. Joe walk in. They exchanged a few words and then the aunt quickly left. The CEO had no choice but to hold on to the well-preserved jade bracelet. She planned to give it back to the kind aunt through Mr. Joe. But to her surprise, Mr. Joe didn't care. He just saw the expensive bracelet as a regular piece of jewelry. He explained that this was the nursing home's holiday gift. Everyone gets one during the holidays. The CEO couldn't believe that such an expensive treasure was just a holiday trinket. But out of the corner of her eye, she noticed the food Mr. Joe had brought. Top-tier ingredients, cooked with impeccable technique. But Mr. Joe just said it was food from the public cafeteria. He was even worried that the CEO might not be able to stomach it. The CEO was stunned, and she started to wonder about the true origins of this nursing home. Upon closer inspection, the sauce-dipping plates turned out to be national treasures in the form of porcelain. The uncles and aunts dancing at the entrance all looked like top-tier celebrities or billionaires. The CEO watched as Mr. Joe treated these valuable items carelessly, as though they were of no importance. In fact, he even complained about a shedding silver fox fur rag. She felt a pang of regret, but more than that, she was curious about this nursing home. Just as the CEO was about to ask more questions, their door was suddenly kicked open forcefully. A young man, dressed in a suit and tie, looking every bit the part of a social elite. The young man was visibly angry. He walked in and immediately vented his anger on the CEO. This was the suitor who had been causing trouble for the CEO. He had relentlessly pursued her even after she discovered his infidelity. The suitor looked around at Mr. Joe's humble living quarters and at the pile of trash Mr. Joe had at the door. He looked down upon the old, poor man in front of him. He believed the CEO had married this old man just to get back at him. But Mr. Joe thought the young suitor was just too emotional. He even warmly invited the suitor to sit down and have a meal to discuss things. Upon hearing Mr. Joe's words, the suitor immediately mocked him. But when he turned around and glanced at Mr. Joe's dining table, although the setting was very simple, the table was filled with top-tier dishes. Every dish was on par with Michelin-starred cuisine. The suitor couldn't believe his eyes. He thought these dishes were just